I'm sure by now you've all seen the cataclysmic failure that is Tower of Fantasy's new warped server. And not to say I told you so, but kind of told you so. Now, don't get me wrong. Hada here is not an incompetent studio. They've showcased that they can actually create a great quality game when it comes to neverness to everness, right? So there's a degree of competency there, but with Tower of Fantasy, that just ain't the case, man. Now, I'm sure you've seen videos from content creator friends of mine like Braxophone, like Mtash. Braxophone actually was reached out to take a sponsored look at the warped server, and they told him verbatim, you can go ahead and check out his video here, that he was not allowed to talk about the negatives. Now, that might sound eerily reminiscent of a video I did a little while ago where I talked about my experience with the Tower of Fantasy team. They told me that I was only allowed to talk about the topics that they wanted me to talk about. They were going to control the entire narrative. They would control what I said, the script, the direction of the video, everything. Now, that is not the case with NTE. I was sponsored 3 different times for Neverness to Everness, and they were pretty much hands-free. They didn't ask for anything at all. So, with regards to NTE, I give them kudos. But TOF, on the other hand, whoever is in charge of that game, man, y'all need to get your shit together, because content creators are coming out and they're saying the worst stuff about your game. Not just specifically pertaining to the sponsorships. But if you look at concurrency for Steam, and the reason why I've waited a couple days to post this is because I wanted to give the game a chance here to accumulate players, to see kind of the trend, right? To see if it went up or down, to see if it increased or decreased. And you know what happened? It peaked day 1, new warped server, no gacha at all, 3.5k, or close enough to it anyway. And then day 2, it peaked at like 2,500 less. It had a close enough to 25 to 30% concurrency drop. That is cataclysmically bad. And then today, day 3, it's barely breaking 2,000 concurrent players at peak times. That is not good. That is not good at all. They're top players. We're claiming this is the update that's gonna save the game. This is gonna do incredible things for the game, and it didn't. It did so poorly that they've lost the majority of the people that even bothered trying the game in the first 3 days. And again, this is because the issue I think a lot of people are having with the game is that a lot of the concerns of the player base are that the issues that were present initially that ruined the game are still there. Gacha was one of many facets that ruined OG Tower Fantasy. One of many. A grand selection. This was a multifaceted issue. And removing one part, like, let me give you this analogy, okay? Removing one part of a cancer inside your body does not remove the entirety of the cancer. So removing one facet here of an overwhelming number of shortcomings and issues preventing the game from being good, well, that doesn't solve anything. Everyone still ran into the same issues that were present before. They were met with the terrible story and storytelling. They were met with forms of time gating. I mean, they were met with really, really poor, crappy weapon types at the beginning of the game, rather than the really cool ones that you're introduced to later in like the 4.0 and 5.0 areas. man, they fumbled hard. They dropped the fucking ball on this, man. And again, you can look at reviews everywhere. On Steam, it was at 35% positive reviews. 35%, dude. Oh my God. That means 65% of people that tried the game left negative reviews. That's almost 2/3. 2/3, man, of the people that tried it hated it and they quit. This is something that the studio behind TOF have poured months of their time into, millions of dollars into doing. They could have put that money, they could have put that time, they could have put that effort into NTE, dude. NTE is a good game. I've played it multiple times. I played it at TGS, I played it at Gamescom, I played it, in the first beta, the second beta, and it's a good fucking game. But dude, they are, by releasing this new TOF server, by advertising this new Warp server, what they have done is they have opened themselves up to further criticism. Everyone already associated them with TOF and TOF's failures. Now, more people are doing so. More people know who they are now due to Neverness to Everness than people knew who they were before due to TOF's failures. But now, people are getting into TOF. They're like, okay, cool. Let's go try this brand new Warp server that is this brand new version without gacha. And they're getting into it and they're like, man, this sucks. This is terrible. And so there's now this misconception of who the studio is based off of this poor quality product. And I don't know if they thought this through or not, but releasing a half-baked product like this right before, a few months before the release of Neverness to Everness is going to do irreparable damage. This isn't just a failure for TOF, this is a failure for NTE. I've done numerous videos talking positively about NTE because I want it to do good. But holy fuck if they're not trying to ruin it. It's just TOF's new Warp server is a critical failure, an absolute and utter catastrophic failure of the largest proportions. They could have not. It doesn't matter. They could not have fucked this up more than they did. I genuinely hope this does not affect NTE. I really, truly hope it doesn't, but at the same time, releasing this half-assed version of the game right before NTE was not a good idea. It was not a good idea at all. This is not a good game, as is evidenced by the fact that the majority of people that have tried it have all stopped.